Grand Rising. Good morning, everybody. How are you today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, my beautiful sister, Miss Kelly Jones in the house. How are you, sister? Yes, we are. We are moving into the third eye. Welcome, you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are new, or not new, either way, welcome. We're glad to have you. My name is Earth Angel Jamaica. It is a blessing and an honor to have you here in this place, space, and time with me. We've got Brother Craig Brave Eagle in the house. Holla, holla. What's up, brother? Hello, welcome. I'm so glad to have you and your energy here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, you guys, like I was saying, welcome. This is the place, space, and time where we come together, setting the intention to nourish ourselves, mind, body, and spirit. We focus on prosperity and the spiritual laws connected to prosperity each day of the week. Monday being tithing, Tuesday, forgiveness, Wednesdays are goals, Thursdays are life purpose, Friday's show and tell day, right? And right now we are in week 7 of our 8-week series where we are diving into our own personal energy systems, masters of our own energy, right? So the 8-week Masters of Energy series, we are in week 7, which is bringing us into the 6th chakra. Week 7, 6th chakra. uh, our third eye. We're coming into the third eye today. We're going to dive in, learn more about our own energy system, how our third eye affects us, what it represents, what it looks like when it's in balance, out of balance. And then throughout this week, as if you've been hanging out, if not, go back and rewatch the replays for each week. We've been diving into the chakras. After we learn about that, each day we're going to spend a little bit of time gathering tools, things that we can use to help bring ourselves in alignment and to really come within and learn how to master our own energy. That is the point of this series, to come within our intuition, right? Into you, intuition. It's what we're learning to do around here. Pass me a cup of brew, right? I should have made myself another cup of brew. Here you go. Ready? I've only had one so far. And this full moon energy is definitely one that I could have 2 cups in the mornings because I don't like to get going on the full moons. I am the opposite of a go, go, go on the full moon. I crash. I have trouble staying awake. I love being a part of and participating with the full moon, getting out and seeing her and being in her energy and bathing in it. But I have a really hard time staying awake for it. It's horrible. It's horrible. Good morning, my beautiful sister, Tanya General in the house. Welcome, sister. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. You guys, again, thank you for liking. I can talk. Liking, sharing, following, inviting your friends, letting people know. The more we can gather, light each other up, help each other to elevate, celebrate, right? That's our purpose here, is to nourish ourselves. Take an hour out of our day and learn to practice the art of self-care. And especially today being tithing, right? We're going into learning about what tithing means and it represents. For me, tithing is a representation of getting to gift back to spirit from where we are spiritually being fed. It's an understanding that great spirit is source of all things and that we get to be the conduit and the blessing, and we get to pay forward 10% of those things that we are blessed with, where we're spiritually being fed, we get to give back to. And I am a firm believer that the very first gift we got from spirit, as far as coming into this plane of existence, this right now, the present is our present, for one, right? A present, that's our present, the now. We spend a lot of time not in our energy. So, right, our gift is the present, being in the now, observing the now, gifting to ourselves the time for self-nourishment, understanding that this temple, this physical body, this energy system that we're learning about, that we're diving into and we're learning to master, this was our gift, our present from the Great Spirit in order to come into this plane of existence. Being a spiritual being that we are, right? We're spiritual beings having a human experience right now. And this human physical body is the first gift we got in order to have that experience. Got to have this to have the human experience. So when we talk about tithing and we talk about mastering our energy and learning about our energy fields, this is an important part of tithing. Just by taking the time out of your day to learn about yourself, you are tithing to the place you're spiritually being fed. So when we look at tithing, even just learning to do right there, right here, coming within and tithing to this body, making sure nourishment, we got good foods, that we have the time to meditate, we have the time to go within, we have the time to come intuition, into you, into your inside, right? That's tithing at its finest, because you're gifting back. And what do we know about tithing? Anytime we're tithing, right, with intention and where we're spiritually being fed, we're planting seeds. And what happens when you plant seeds? What happens? You get 100-fold back. Not only in the fruits and the produce, but the seeds. Just look at how many seeds you get back when you plant a seed. Look at a tomato, one tomato seed. How many seeds? Look at a sunflower seed. How many seeds? Look at a cucumber seed. Look at anything we plant, one seed. How many seeds do you get back? This is why tithing is so important, and where we're being nourished, where we're spiritually being fed. This temple, our energy system, this is what nourishes us. This is what fuels us. This is what gives us this experience, right? So we need to. Bjorn, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to be. Thank you for being here. It's so good to have your energy here with us. So thank you for getting me off my rant there. What? Harvest moon tithing, right? Exactly, right? Harvest moon tithing, right? Sounds like some energy, some coming within, right? I love you, sister. I love it. All right, let's move into our third eye. Let me get my notes up. Otherwise, I get out there and we'll just chat all day long with you guys. I love to chat. My intention, that's part of my affirmations, part of my manifestations is being a motivational speaker. So I do hope at least my chatting is motivating you guys. Motivates me. So I love you guys. All right, third eye, third eye, third eye. Here we go. The third eye is known as the seat of intuition. The translation of its Sanskrit name means to perceive, beyond wisdom, and command. It's located in the center of our forehead. Oops, let me bring up this little this symbol there too for that. Hang on, get my cheat notes up there. In the center of the forehead, and acts as an individual center of wisdom, conscience, and higher consciousness. Our conscience and higher consciousness. I'm having an interesting time talking today. Good morning, TikTok. Good morning. Good morning. The third eye allows for clear thought, spiritual contemplation, and self-reflection. It is the highest chakra in the physical body, allowing it to provide visionary perception. The third eye also helps to determine one's reality and beliefs based on what one chooses to see in the world. The third eye chakra primarily has to do with clairvoyance. As a result, the concept of the sixth sense or strong intuition came from the sixth chakra. The sixth sense, huh? As the most perceptive part of the human body and spirit, it governs self-awareness, higher wisdom, visualization, clarity, discernment, imagination, and creative dreaming. When balanced and in alignment, the third eye chakra trades typically black or white versus, traits. Sorry, I mistyped. That was my typo there. The third eye chakra traits typically are black or white, or versus me versus them, thinking for wider perspective and interconnectedness. The third eye chakra has feminine energy, and it's symbolized by the color indigo in an upside down triangle in the lotus flower. Elementally, it is associated with light. Um, and that's debatable. Some say it's not associated, some say that it is associated with light, and some say it's not associated with any specific element. I think the light, for me, I believe it's associated with that light for sure. But with everythingness, right? Not a specific element, but everythingness. But I believe the light is that everythingness. So anyway, its mantra is I see. Its mantra is I see. When the energy of the third eye is blocked or out of alignment or not flowing freely, a variety of physiological, mental, emotional, and spiritual elements can pop up. For one thing, one might notice physical signs like tension in the brow area, headaches, eye strain, blurred vision, sinus issues, hearing problems. And this can be anywhere the throat or that, right? So that we learned last week that can kind of go into those two areas. Um, cognitive indicators of an imbalanced third eye chakra may include disassociation, issues concentrating, nightmares, sleep disturbances, mental fogs, and confusion. And again, I am not a medical professional. This is not to replace any medical advice or working with. When we're learning to work with our energy fields, these are all just coming within, learning our energy and to complement anything you're going along with, not to go against. Okay. Always compliments. That's the beautiful thing about holistic health is it's always a complement to what you're doing. And especially in energy work. There's no interactions that occur. So it's beautiful to really get in and learn this, right? So, meanwhile, common emotional cues are self doubt, worry, overthinking, closed mindedness, feeling lost, or relying on others for validation and permission. Lastly, some spiritual alignments which point back to the third eye include lack of confidence in one's path or purpose, feeling an absence of intuition, being too rooted in the physical world to heed higher guidance or wisdom, or being too rooted in daydreams to focus on the present reality. Open mindedness is also important for the third eye because of its connection to perception, wisdom, and guidance. So remember, we're down in the heart. We're ready when we give and receive and we open up, right? And we don't try to control, but we allow that flow to come through us. When we come up into this, the same, we get that flow coming through us when we're open, right? When we're open mindedness, we get that perception, that wisdom, that guidance. Growing stronger in personal sense of open mindedness is possibly by actively stretching one's perception through day-to-day activities, whether it is trying a new cuisine, reading reading literature by authors of different backgrounds, or listening to new genres of music. Diversity is the key here. After all, each of us just one individual in a world of nearly 80 billion people. There is so much learning that we have yet to experience. Plus, the feeling of growth and connectedness, which results from this widening perception, is so inspiring. Okay? So that's our third eye, right? That's our third eye. When we're open to allow, to receive. Oh, sweetie, you're so cute. I don't work in there's not even a possibility of that. My vibes and my energy and my surroundings in my home. And I don't work in a world of fear. But thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I am very protected and loved. Love and light to you. Okay. So guys, where's my teddy bear? Is Teddy Bear in the house? Teddy bear. Whoops, I hit the wrong button, guys. All right, we are moving on. Command center. Hello, my beautiful Miss Kelly Jones. Are you able to pop over to the Ticker Talk and do some moderating for me over there too? by chance? I don't remember if you're on there or not. Uh, I don't know how to manage. There we go. Just mute. There we go. Okay. Thank you, Miss Tanya. Hi, Tanya. You know what, Tanya? Let me grab you and moderate you. Can I make you a moderator too over here for me, if you don't mind? I just don't, I just mute anybody. I don't block anybody over there. I mute though because I don't, we're not in a fear base. We don't work in that fear based world. We don't come in here trying to do all that. You know how we roll, sweetie. So thank you, Miss Tanya, for helping out. Thank you. Mwah. Love you, sister. Pauline in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, guys. So that's our third eye, moving into the third eye, that openness, that awareness. So as we're moving up each one of these chakras, do we see how as we open up to mastering our energy, to coming into understanding our energy and what it feels like, what some of these emotions, these physical, mental, um, emotional, spiritual, what some of these imbalances look like when we start to understand how energy flows through each one of our chakras in a second. That's how quick we are, right? We're like with it, like these are milliseconds. This is going through all this energy, but these chakras are filtering, these are processing, these are bringing into within us all of this information, and we're processing it. And this is how our processing center works. This is how this temple that we were just talking about, tithing to it, right? This is how the temple of experience works. And when we really come within and we understand this temple and how it works and how we can go in and clean house, we can go in and dust, we can clear out the corners, we can shine the light, we can elevate and clear these chakras into the vibration of clear flowing energy, and we can expand. So we can get such a different experience, a human experience. It's up to us. It's a choice. We get to, right? These are get tos. But we have everything we need. And I love it because the rest of this week, we're going to dive into the tools we can use, right? So we learned about, okay, this is our intuition, being open. What are some of the things that we can use? Just setting our intention. One, that's how powerful we are. Setting the intention to come here every day and learn about your energy system, to learn how to manage it and how to master your own energy. Just by doing that, you've set into motion in your energy system a vibration, a frequency, a shift to your core of your cellular energy, of your emotional energy, of your spiritual energy, right? That has now brought you into that alignment to bring the things to you that will assist in continuing that intention that you set. That's how powerful we are. So when we start to learn the tools, which we're going to get into, like I said, this week, right? Tomorrow, we're going to dive into the foods that we can eat to bring this chakra into balance. And here's your hint, if you guys haven't caught on yet, Spirit really has made us so beautifully. We're color coded. Literally, it's color coded. If we eat the rainbow, bring in the foods, the same color of the chakra we're working with, those foods vibrate at the same frequency of the divine blueprint, that frequency, free flowing energy that we're trying to get into alignment with. And just by bringing that into alignment, just like when you tune a musical instrument, right? If you have a little tuning tool, you bring that instrument into alignment with the tune that you want by bringing that little tool to hear that it's in alignment with it, right? The same thing with this. We bring these tools in, the frequency, the vibration, and it brings and tunes us right up into that alignment of what the vibration and the frequency of the chakra should be vibrating at. When we're in that vibration, we're in balance, we're in harmony, we're in peace. It's a different experience. So tomorrow, foods, essential oils that we can use, another herbs, teas, different things like that we can dive into. Wednesday, we're going to talk about Some meditations that we can do, going within. We always have, that is one tool that we always have with us 24/7. Some of these other tools, we carry with us, or rocks, crystals, herbs, foods. We have to go without ourselves to get to bring in our field. The one thing we always have, always, is our consciousness, our breath, and a meditation that we can do anywhere 24/7, right? So we're going to practice on that on Wednesday. Thursday, we get into the crystals, the rocks, all the goodies that can help us in that area. Again, a lot of color coded stuff. Hello, spirits like, got this, guys, right? And then, of course, Friday is our show and tell day. Show and tell. So if you guys, and questions, if you have any questions along the path, if we don't answer any of the questions along the way, hop in, let us know. Keep track on Friday. We'll talk more about it, right? Yes. Thank you for the reminder over there, Leanne, Lee Matthews. Thank you. And it is, speaking of those crystals, any of those moon crystals, the ones that we charge with the moon. So I'm learning with my crystals, and I don't know if this is right or wrong. I can't say if it is or isn't. I'm just learning with my energy of my crystals to learn to listen to some of my crystals. And some of my crystals like to be charged under the sun, like my sunstones. Those for sure. Some of the others, they like to be charged under the sun. Some of them, though, like to be charged under the moon. My amethyst, my fluorites, I don't know. I'm asking and learning. I don't really even know, because this is my next adventure in my schooling as well. I'm a full-time student. I'm studying to be a drugless practitioner, which does incorporate, natural healing in all forms, mind, body, and spirit. And so my next adventure I'm learning about is the crystals, but just on a personal levels, I'm learning to listen on my own with what my crystals in my field and how they work with me and what they're asking for. We could do that. Yep, we can. So awesome. I love this. I love it. You too. Awesome. Okay. So see, I'm not the only one. I'm learning about that. See, now it's interesting because I don't recall, I'm not saying I haven't heard it a lot, because it probably is out there. That's about listening, right? We hear things when we're ready to hear it. We absorb things when we're ready to absorb it. All this information's been out there forever. This is a new stuff, but it's new along my adventure, and sometimes for you guys. And that's why when we come together and we share, we elevate and collaborate, right? So thank you for sharing that. Good morning, my beautiful sister, Miss Kelly, in the house. I've got my frothy coffee, except for I should have made one more before I got on here. I could use another frothy coffee. How's everybody doing? Everybody feeling good? All right. So yes, charge your crystals, get your crystals out under that moon. And I'm going to remind us, the moon water. Last night would have been good to remind y'all, but I forgot. I didn't pop on and remind you. But the day before, the day of, the day after is what Miss Moonchild taught us a few months back. We had her on as a guest, teaching us about the moon and the moon water. And I will tell you, right, for me, again, what I've discovered through that journey with her is my body responds well to both having moon water and solar charged water, sun water, doing different teas. Sometimes I'll use the water from the moon to do different teas. And then sometimes I use the solar to make different teas and herbs out in and capture that light. So it's about bringing in the balance of the moon and the sun within my energy field. It captures that energy of frequency, and it helps to bring in alignment, because, right, we're all one. We are a piece of the sun. We are a piece of the moon. We're a piece of the earth. And when we set those intentions, harnessing this energy, bringing it together into this, mastering this energy. So it helps with alignment. The moon water I use for emotion. I use the moon water when I am needing help with emotion, when I am feeling emotional, especially now learning so long in my past, I have taught to resist my emotion and try not, don't cry, girl. We don't cry. I came from a family of, you just don't cry. We didn't. Even as a girl, you just didn't cry. I came from a male dominant family. So I got to be a girl. It was very girly, but there were certain things that were very like you just did right. So I was always repressing, holding down, trying to not let these things occur. So I never learned how to deal with my emotion. And then again, being in a male dominant family, anger and violence, a lot of that with them, not with me ever, but amongst themselves was, and that's still very traumatizing to witness, even when you're not the one on the end of it to see it happening in front of you. Um, so not to like it made me not want to ever release my anger because I was in fear of behaving in that way. So I was never taught a healthy way to do it. So resist that, right? So when I come into those emotions that I needing to release, especially like right now with the full moon, letting go of some of these things, some of these things that have come to the surface. That moon water is very supportive and gently teaching me how to now allow myself to let the emotion just flow through me. Let the tears come. It's okay. Let them bawl. I mean, this weekend, you guys, I all of a sudden was crying over the silliest things just out of the blue, and I know it's this moon and I know I'm doing this work and I don't have to go into even why anymore. Like I used to be like, oh God, what's wrong with me? Now I'm like, oh, thank you. Just let it flow. Whatever. I don't care what's wrong. It doesn't matter. Oh, it feels good. It's a little silly, but it's a different energy, right? But it's the tools, learning to use these tools, letting them. This is what it's about, right? Emotions are good to let out. Exactly. We have to. We have to, or they will explode. We have to let them out, or they're combustible literally inside us. It's no good. We got to let it out, right? I like sun teas as well. I prefer sun teas to Bjorn. I really do. I love sun teas. So I'm a sun baby, right? So I'm more of a sun girl rather than um a moon child. Like, Miss Sarah Moonchild, she thrives on that's her I'm more the sun. I use both energies. I'm learning to balance with both energies, but I'm a very connected to the sun. I rise with the sun. I go down with the sun. In the winter, it's insane because I'm the girl I mean, I'm doing good if I can stay awake till 8 o'clock at night, but I'm also, well, let me rephrase. I'm up way before the sun in the winter, but I like that period, that time, but I'm an early riser is the point. I'm up early. I like that's my thing. And I've embraced that rather than trying to fight that and resist it. I just embrace who I am. For a long time I fought it because I wanted to be the one up late and I want to, especially as a teenager and a kid. It was weird. I remember being that weirdo teenager that like couldn't sleep until noon and I didn't understand what was wrong with me because all my friends slept all the time and like I would be the one up at 6 a.m. wanting to like go and do, and I thought I was weird and broken. It turns out I was just perfect. Just not embracing me. All right, guys, it's 9 o'clock. We're moving on. Thank you for letting me on that rant and reminding me about the moon and the moon water and the charging of the crystals, getting ourselves using the tools. Use those tools. It's all about the tools. I love that. Bjorn says that is something I was taught by the elders of the tribe to let it go. That there are ones that don't know how to cry, that I cry for them. But I did. Oh my gosh. That just warms my heart. So, I get a little, whew, I'm feeling the tears coming right now. Really, I'm not going to make them stop. If they do, they do, because that is so touching to know. I just want to touch on for a moment the power in that intention. The power and the intention of knowing for others what they can't know for themselves yet. Is because we're one. We're one. So people like you holding that space for me is why I'm here today. I'm not going to fight these tears. They're just coming because I see the sacredness of that intention. And I'm so grateful for those elders and you bringing that up and us all right here understanding. That's mastering your energy. And that's really showing the power that we hold in here. Intuition. With our intention. Intention. It's amazing. Whew, okay. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I like it. When you do, don't wipe your tears. Just let them flow. I like that. You know, I can see that as a very, yes. Let them flow. Let them go. Let it be. Be in the flow. Ah, beautiful soul. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I feel them. Thank you guys for the hugs and the love. Thank you. These are good tears. These are good tears. That's the other thing. You know, somebody brought up the puffy eyes. I seen it for a second. It went by so quick over here. And that's the one thing that I know I have a box of tissue around here. I just bought one yesterday and I can't know where I put it. I can't know where I put it. I am talking good today. Just come right back into here. Into the peace and calm. The tissues are around somewhere. They'll pop up. There they are. See? As soon as I calm down, literally they show up right before my eyes. Do you see the magic of going with it? I can't make this stuff up. Right there in front of you guys. I mean, it's literally right in front of me. Oh, it's this moon. You feel the moon energy. Okay, you just told me don't wipe your eyes, and I do it. Do you see the habit? Looky there. You're right. Okay, here we go. I'm going to take that advice. We're moving on. Puffy eyes and crying. Miss Kelly says, yes, I am with you, sister. So I don't like the puffy eyes from crying either. But I'll tell you something that I have discovered as I've learned. I love you. Thank you for reminding me of where we were at with that. For me, this is for me. I don't know. Because I hated, that was another reason. Honestly, I would tell myself, don't you dare let yourself cry because your eyes are going to be puffy. Don't, right? And they would. Oh my gosh. Every time, if I even this, like what I just had happen would have been, but what I discovered is as I started to learn to master my emotion, my energy, and allow the flow to come and not be afraid of the emotion, but to actually learn to live in the emotion and understand it and bless it and feel it and know it as part of this experience, right? That flow, the tears started to change. As I detoxified, my tears started to change, and the less toxic I became, the tears actually the stuff coming out of me changed and my eyes changed. They don't get the puffiness all like when like this. Like when I get in a mode like this where I'm just in that flow and it's the good happy tears, I get no puffiness, no nothing. No, like I'm good. I could be 5 minutes later, you'll never even know that I cried, which was never an experience of mine in the past, right? Until I detoxified and let go of a lot of these. I'm saying emotion, not physical stuff. I'm talking about emotional baggage junk, okay? Because what had happened is before, every time I cried, I was so filled with stuff I had repressed that it was constantly detoxifying emotions out of me that were toxic. Literally, they was toxic. And so I was reacting to that. I got filled with that. Now, when I do shadow work, where I get in deep and I root around and I rototill the soul, I get to my core of my chakras and I'm like, let's do it again. Just like I share with you guys, every time I go through this stuff, this is what I do. I clean house again because there's so many layers of me. I'm deep. I'm so deep. every time, right? So when I'm doing that type of work, if I have a good cry specifically associated with something I know, if I'm doing a memory cell release type thing, I get the puppy eyes. I get the toxic like, and now instead of just getting, oh no, I'm puppy, I'm like, yes, yes, because I just got rid of so much crap out of me again. Like I feel, like it's a bummer I've got puppy eyes and but they'll go back. They'll be okay. I know they will. It's happened before. The good news is I let more junk go. And then I am able to allow those free flowing tears of happiness of these things, and I'm not affected the same. I'm now open. I no longer have that blockage, and it's not bringing up any more toxic crap when the flow does come. It's beautiful, right? Yes, 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 yes. Yes, it is the release. That is why you don't wipe them. That makes sense. That makes sense of release and let I get that too, actually. I can see more the. I'll tell you why else too, because what I know with water is as water falls, it spins in a certain way to where it clears itself of the memory of it that it's carrying itself too, so that it can be rejuvenated. That's why, like in nature, waterfalls, when water actually comes through, that's why we have waterfalls and things like that for water to actually come down and through. That's why it's clearing. And we look at the way it clears it, the breakdown of the molecules and all of that, right? It clears. That's why fresh spring mountain water, because it goes through the dirt and through all of these things, right? And down the waterfalls, over the rocks. But it also, not only in that sense, it also is cleaning and clearing the memory, so that it's not holy. So it's fresh, clear. That's why we can go to the water and get refreshed, cleared, and cleansed. So that makes sense that you would let your tears fall so that it's clearing the memory as that whole process of rejuvenating. That totally makes sense. Did you see my comment? Let me see. I will embrace my puffy eyes. I'm mourning and grieving my nephew. Oh, sweet love. We are going to send you so much love and support and just holding you in that as you go through this emotion. That yes, embrace those puffy eyes, embrace those tears, knowing that they are cleansing. They're cleansing you, opening you up to release this. You don't have to hold it in. This is part of the experience. It is part of this experience, is going through this emotion, and especially the grieving process there. You want to talk about emotion. You're guaranteed when you're in grieving, you're guaranteed one blessing. You will hit every emotion that you can. You will go through joy. You'll go through sadness. You'll go through hurt. You'll go through anger. Right? You'll bounce, and there's no right, wrong, good, bad. There is none of that. It's the experience. And so the more you embrace it, my beautiful sister, embrace it and allow it, you won't get stuck in it. You'll move through this. And the universe is always conspiring for us, always for us, in this physical body, and even when we're not in this physical body, for each and every one of us divinely. I know that for you, for all of us. So, just knowing peace for you and your whole family. I'm so sorry, sister. So sorry. You're not going through it alone, though. Just know that you're not alone going through it. You're being held in that love. And if you need anybody to talk to, message me, call me up, girl. I'm always available for you. For any of you, anybody. If you guys need somebody, right? Sometimes it might feel like we're not going to make it through those emotions, and we need someone to say, hey, just remind me that I will make it through this. And I'm happy to do that for anybody, because you will. We will. We're in this together. All right, guys, we're moving on. Yep, it's the full moon energy for sure. Moving into our food for thought. We got about 15 minutes left, so I'm going to speed it up here a little bit because I'm just a chatty catty today. And it's September the 20th. It's my little brother's birthday. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it's my little baby brother's birthday. And he's in his 30s. That just mind-boggling. Happy birthday, Arthur. Happy birthday to you. All right. Monday, September the 20th. Say what you mean what you say. So anybody that's new, I like to share with you guys part of our spiritual practice here. We focus on nourishing ourselves, mind, body, and spirit. We're going to move into our mind portion where we look at our thoughts. I like to share with you guys out of a guide for spiritual living. This is scienceofmind.com magazine or Science of Mind magazine. You can get your own subscription at scienceofmind.com. It's only $5 a month. I very much recommend it because having these tools available to ourselves to assist us when we're feeling wonky, this is how we learn to master our energy, is using the tools. And this is a tool that I can't be without. Personally, I love having this tool around me because it's filled with positive energy that I can get access to at all times, especially if it's in my house. Sorry, my neighbors are loud. Okay. So the quote, we always get two different quotes and then small little food for thought followed with an affirmation. Today, our first quote comes from Ludwig Wittgenstein. Guys, it's okay. The limits of my language means the limits of my world. Have we talked to ourselves? That's interesting. The limits of my language means the limits of my world. So our second quote today comes from Ernest Holmes. Pray and prosper. Our words should be the outcome of a deep inner conviction which goes beyond words, but which at the same time gives birth to them. Sorry, 1 second. My neighbors are really loud right now recently. I don't know what's going on. They've been super loud lately. Our deeper inner conviction. Okay, so let's read that again. Our words should be the outcome of a deep inner conviction, which goes beyond words, but which at the same time gives birth to them. Refrain from negative thinking. Pretty simple, right? But why are we so readily apt to place negative as bad and positive as good? A battery needs the negative and the positive charges to produce electrical power. Our lives also need the negative charge of yin and the positive charge of yang to produce the power to reach higher. As an interpreter in the deaf community, I learned quickly that there are many signs that convey a multitude of concepts. In the manner in which each is signed can easily alter the meaning of the word. People often ask for the sign for something, and I learned to always reply, use the word in a sentence. I need the concept you are seeking to express. The word run is often used as an example. Run to the store, run for president, and run in your stockings. Car won't run. Allergies make your nose run. Each of us uses a different sign. How often do we use words without really aiming for a more effective and accurate expression? We may say someone is too negative to be friends with, when what we may actually mean is they complain too much or they do not speak in life affirming ways. What might our life become if we express our words with the efficiency that Bible passages convey? In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God, and the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. Well, bam. Divine 2x4 there, right? Bam. Not sure, Miss Kelly. I am not sure. Okay, so today's affirmation is: today I use my words to speak accurately, effectively, and powerfully. My word is the word of God, and right now demonstrates as my life and my experiences. I'm going to repeat that affirmation today. Today I use my words to speak accurately, effectively, and powerfully. My word is the word of God, and right now demonstrates as my life and my experiences. Boom. Boom, shakalaka. I will ask, absolutely, Miss Kelly. I was just, before I read that, I was like, okay, I'm hearing too. So, really quick across the platforms, does anybody have a Liam? A Liam who has crossed over? If you do, just make a comment and let us know. If not, it's not in this group, the message, and that's okay. We'll figure it out. We need cards now because we're moving into the spiritual part before we run out of time. Well, we can't really run out of time. I run the show. We can go as long as we want. Okay, I'll be right back. I don't have my cards here with me. I have them all packed. So I'm like, where do I have my... Where are they? I am... Yeah, I'll be right back. Hold that. Where are all? Oh, it's right there. Like, where are they? They're fighting. Sorry, guys. I forgot to grab the cards before I came home this morning. Like I said, I kind of slept in a little. How spirit works. Somehow I have the symbols of what chakra we are looking at this weekend. I found the stone matching the third eye. I love it. I love it. So nobody knows Liam? Okay, we have Anita. Hello, Miss Karen says, I'm always amazed at how spirit works. Somehow I have the symbol of what chakra we are looking at and this week, and I found a stone that matches the third eye. Boom! Boom! I love it. I love it. Okay, no takers on the Liam. We have a Liam trying to make, he has a message for a loved one if he's around, but I'm not sure. Ooh, okay, well, there we go. Well, if anybody knows Liam or this connects, message me, let me know, and I will connect you with beautiful Miss Kelly Jones, and you guys can work it out because she's the one getting the download. She's my beautiful moderator here on TikTok and over on Facebook and YouTube, and she's getting some info in. that we would be happy to pass on to whoever it is if we can figure out who it's supposed to be for. Cherokee says Leo Link. Leo Link. And Nina says, second group, I've heard Liam mentioned like this. Do you know a Liam? You know a Liam? You know Liam? Sorry, Nina, I just seen that. I thought you were saying you did not, but I realized that might be saying that you do. Sorry, John. He's probably okay. Well, let's pull some cards. We have one just come popping out. We're asking about today's tithing. And really what we're focusing on right now, especially during this period, right? This 8 weeks is we're looking at learning to master our energy, tithing to ourselves, coming within, right? You do not know. Okay, Nina. Sorry, I wasn't sure if I was seeing that, but second time you heard, well, Liam is just a busy person trying to get the message out, I suppose. So his message, if anybody does know Liam or comes on later, this is where I'm being guided here. So I'm just letting this come through really quick. If you come back and rewatch the replay, and you know Liam, and this is connecting, this resonates with you when you hear Liam. He's saying, please forgive me, with purple hearts. So this is an extension, a olive branch to allow you, the key, whoever this is connected to release, to let go, to have this forgiveness of whatever has occurred so that you can move forward. Purple in the hearts are definitely a symbol for you in that forgiveness work and forgiving. So there you go. Make sure if there's that passes that on to you. Let me see if boom. Okay. For Liam. That makes sense. That resonates. Now we're moving on to the general card read, the general card pull for the day. We have the fairies coming out. These are the fun pixie fairies, the forest fairies, the very spritey. They're very spritey deck. That's the energy from them. Just very fun, high vibe, buzzy energy. And we're talking about tithing and what it is that will help us to understand tithing and why it is important for us to really, like, again, view tithing the way I believe it's a, that it's for what is it that'll help us to elevate, and understanding that it's our ability to gift back to where we're spiritually being fed so that we can continue that nourishment where we're being nourished. We want that to continue not only for ourselves, but so that it's available for others, right? Because we're one. We are one. So the first card coming in, the Queen of Autumn. And here we are in the autumn, right? We're in the autumn. Florida in the house. Whoop, whoop. Thank you for the flowers, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The Queen of Autumn. This is talking about being generous. So we're talking about tithing. So really coming into understanding tithing and being generous, blessing everything we tithe, everything that comes to us, through us, in and out. Understanding that we're connecting that energy, that vibration, what we're putting out, we're attracting back in, right? And I'm even hearing with financial right now, especially when we're talking about tithing and being generous, blessing everything financially that comes through you. Every time you pay a bill, it's a blessing, and be thankful and be happy to pay it. Be happy to have those funds. Bless those funds coming through you as you pay them forward. Okay, really learning to master our energy and set the intention. If we think about things coming through us, especially financial, a lot of us are in this financial space right now with the world. And so when we have to put money out, some especially like towards the things that we deem necessary to have, the electricity, the right, these things like, oh, I don't want to, just power bill. That's a great one to put for examples. What's coming up, like, right? We get to pay the power. It's so expensive, and they want so much of this money, and da-da. And yes, all of that might be true, right? But when we attach our money and our frequency and our vibe to that lower energy, right? It's the choice. What we just read about, we get the choice. Is it a negative or is it really a positive, right? How do we view it? We got to have that in order to have the electricity. And what a blessing it is. What a blessing that the money coming through us will bless the people that it's going to. It'll bless the power company. It'll bless the families of the people that work there. Seeing it as the blessings that they are and attaching that loving energy to that blessing and sending that out into the world, then we're in that circulation of what's we're putting out coming back through. That's the vibe, the energy, the attraction that we want to have, right? That easy flow. So literally this is saying to be patient with respects to how you proceed. So stop and take a look at how you view tithing. And again, tithing is about where you're spiritually being fed. A lot of times we get caught up in this loop that if we're just tithing, like I was taught in the world before I came into this spiritual understanding, that tithing just meant I was supposed to give 10% of my money. And that's all I was supposed to really look at for tithing was money, which I believe it's more right. It's deeper than that when we look at being nourished to where you're to a certain church. I was supposed to just give it to this church as long as I gave my 10% to that church. Didn't even matter if I showed up there or not. As long as I was giving it there, whether I was getting anything from it, that's just where I was supposed to give my money, right? But that's not necessarily, that is not it. It's about giving where you're nourished, where you're being spiritually fed, so you continue that, where you want to continue that. So yes, if you attend a church and you're being fed there, then yes. But if you're not connected to that or getting nourishment from that, then why would you feed into that? You need to make sure you have a space you are being nourished in all forms so that you can be in that flow, right? So it's important to be in the flow of it and recognizing that that's what tithing is about. Uh, so if you stop and before you proceed and take a look at how are you tithing? How are you being nourished in the places that you're giving your energy to, whatever form it looks like? Time, money, food, fuel, any form of energy that's coming through you, tithing it back out. How are you sorry, I got sidetracked with that little bloop. How are you proceeding? Where is that going to? What does your energy levels look like coming in and going out when we're talking about tithing? Go within. This is saying be patient in respect to how you proceed. So go within, understand where that's at, right? And go forward. The ability to make anything more beautiful with our perception on things, our understanding of things. Tithing is our beauty. Tithing itself literally is our ability to make something more beautiful because we are understanding the beauty of what's coming from us and we're giving back into that beauty, right? We're giving back to that so that it multiplies. And then this is saying that we can meeting others who are going to help us with this dream and making our prosperity come true, moving forward. This again is coming within. Who's that other? It's this within, understanding our power, meeting great spirit within ourselves and coming into our understanding of that. And why is this important? Because here's the major arcana coming in, the star. Right? This is a major life shifter for us if we're open to do this work, to understand this, master our energies, understand about tithing, understand our ability to make things more beautiful just by our thoughts, even just our thoughts. Planting those seeds is our ability to make things more beautiful. That's tithing, right? Tithing positive, loving, gentle thoughts into our world, into our universe. That's tithing. Looking to the future with hope and optimism. The power of faith to move mountains. Happy changes that bring relief from the challenges that we're facing. So why is it important for us to learn about this stuff and to master our energy, to understand the spiritual laws, to really understand what tithing looks like for us, what it means to us, and how we participate with it? Because this is the outcome. If we are open to do that work, this is one of the million gazillion possibilities, right, of the outcome. Looking to the future with hope and optimism. The power of faith to move mountains. Happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. That's what I'm after. That's what the prosperity is that we're focusing on here. That's what, those 4 spiritual laws we focus on for prosperity that bring prosperity to us. That's it right there for me. I love it. I found myself doing that since my sweetheart died and I had panic doing the bills. I've used gratitude and found myself even kissing the envelopes. Thank you. I love your description of time. Absolutely. Absolutely. And thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that experience, because that's exactly what I'm saying, right? When we shift our thinking on things, when we have that power, we hold all the tools we need in our thought and our perception. And that's part of that third eye. This is what we're talking about in the third eye this week, right? Getting into opening our minds to open to new perceptions, to new wisdom. We can perceive things in a new view. We're not limited to one black or white. We see the rainbow, right? When we're closed down in this area, this is the third eye, the consciousness, this place, right? It's like black and white. This is the way it is. We're not open to that expansion, that knowingness. Doing this work, opening up to our mastering our energies, using these tools, it's going to bring us the relief from these challenges that we are receiving, from the resistance, from the being out of the flow. It's our divine birthright. Amen, Sister Miss Kelly Jones, right? It is our divine birthright. It is. It's ours waiting. It's our inheritance. It's there waiting for us. The only thing in the way is us. We are the ones controlling the whole thing. And until we consciously come into understanding that, we are unconsciously riding the waves, right? Getting kicked around, tossed around. When we consciously become, I love that in that video, right? When we stay separate from the ocean, we will always be seasick. But when we understand and become the ocean, that one drop of water, when it's that separation, will always be seasick. But becoming the ocean, we know we are it. Oh, I love that. Nina says she always asks that money goes to someone who needs it, and I'm required to do repairs. What a beautiful, right? Again, beautiful intention. When we know we got something to do, when we stop, instead of going outside of ourselves and all stressing about it, and come within into our intuition, our inner knowing, we know something needs to be taken care of. Again, what a blessing. Spirit is giving you the opportunity. Something breaks down. Spirit is now giving you the opportunity not only to bless yourself with knowing that you're fully supported and taken care of because you're in that flow, right? But you're now going to be able to bless somebody else. There's a reason. There's a reason that this has occurred, so that somebody else can receive a blessing as well. And when we go within and we're open to be in the flow of the divine conspiring for us rather than trying to resist it and do it our way, we're then connecting to that true bringing about what can really happen, open that expansion, bringing the right person, the right energy to the field, so that we get to be the conduit, so that we connect, so we make the ends meet, right? We can make the ends meet. When we see we're making ends meet, when we change our perception on that, right? We're making these energies come together, and we're the conduit. What a blessing. All of a sudden we realize we're such a blessing. We get to be a witness of that blessing through us, right? I love that. So then when we open to that and we know that that's happening, the right person that's supposed to be the repair person will come. And the right person will receive that money, that flow, that energy. And here's a kicker. It can't be wrong. That's the beautiful thing about universe is we can't do it wrong. We can't. It's a pick your own adventure book, right? We can get the highest and best possible experience by being in the flow. But even if we don't get the best, highest experience by not being in the flow, we still getting experience. And it's not bad. It's good. It's okay. And everyone involved is still okay because the universe has got it. Right? I love it. I love it. I love this stuff. It's so great. Okay. I'm way over, not way, but 10 minutes. I love you guys. Keep the ocean full. Be the drop, the ripples going. I love it. We are one, and the hearts have opened me also. It's been magical. Yay. I'm so glad. Nina, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being here. I don't know if you caught us before. It's the first time I recall seeing you, I think, but it is amazing having your energy here. And I do hope you like and follow and come back and watch us some more. We're here every morning. Speaking of, every morning, 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We will be here Monday through Friday. I am super excited to announce this weekend. I have been working hard last couple of weeks. I have earthangelsheavensent.com website together this weekend. I was able to actually I built a website the way I had a vision that I wanted, what I wanted. I set that intention a few weeks ago. I was able this weekend to bring that together and build a website the way I want it it's a positive place. I'm so excited to announce it. It's such a positive place where you can come to the website and plug into positive energy. There will be positive. I'm still in the building mode of it. So just continue to come back. Check it out. It is not, it's live, but it's not live yet. So right now, when you click on my website, it takes you to the old website, which is still awesome and fabulous and active. So check it out. And all the videos and things are there, but soon, under construction right now and soon to be revealed in the next couple of days, it'll go live. It's just in the process of transferring things over how they do. The new website, which will have not only just the videos, but it's going to be the learning center. It is the website. It's the new Earth Angels Heaven Sent Learning Center. You're going to be able to plug into meditations, to tools, to resources, to tools, to information. I'm just super excited. It is it's the next level of what I started dreaming of 8 years ago, 9 years ago, 10 was it 10 years ago. I wanted to build a place that was, this positive energy people could plug in 24/7. I've been able to build it on TikTok, on YouTube, on Facebook. I have all these different platforms now where all of this is happening, but they're all separate. And the earthangels.com, the website is now going to bring this all into one space like I want, where you can literally come and shop. You can get your crystals, you can get your essential oils, you can get metaphysical books, you can get readings, you can get energy healings. There's going to be an art corner. There's going to be a meditation corner. It is the place. I'm so excited. It's just a place that anybody can come and get positive vibes 24/7. And it's my platform, so I can't be shut down. I can't be, like it's my space to do what I want with. So I'm excited about that. I'm very excited. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Thank you for all the positive energy, the positive vibes. So like I said, right now it's the old website. You can still come over, check out the old websites up, but the new one's not, it's literally I'm waiting, I'm checking every hour. They said it can take up to 72 hours. It's been a little over 24 since I launched it. So it's getting ready to transfer over anytime. I'm so excited. Yeah, so everything and the cool, I will be able to, it's just always going to be updated, having things come through, a place to shop. Like I said, crystals and new healing, my jewelry. It will have essential oil blends and just all the healing tools. I'm excited. I'm so excited. So I love you guys. We'll be back here tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. If you would like to book a session or check out any of the stuff, earthangelsheavensent.com. Come check me out. Like, follow, subscribe, and yeah, I love you all. I will see you back here tomorrow morning. Thank you guys so much. Yes, Bjorn, I have jewelry. I do crystal wire wrapping. I also do healing wands. I'll give you guys a sneak peek really quick. Some of the stuff that is listed, and then some of the stuff I'll be listing. I have an Etsy store right now, but I'm transferring everything over to this. Like, again, I'm bringing all the platforms together. I have all these platforms that are everywhere. The cool thing about my website is it literally brings it all together. And every time I post on my website, it distributes it to all of my, it's like, wow. I feel like I'm moving up in the world big time right now. I'm just saying. So things like this, I will have also just some raw crystals, without any healing crystals, things like that you can purchase through there. But I also do custom wrapping. This is a double end healing wand. This is citrine, right? And so for me, what I do, the double ended ones is I can, they can come over the body like this, or I have single tipped ones where we can do the points coming in, out, things like that. And then different stones. And that's what I'm going to have available on the website too, where you could actually purchase your stone if you want. And then if you would like me to custom wrap it for you, you can for an additional charge. And I can do a wrapping, and if you have a kind of a vision idea, or I can just intuitively put together things for you, things like that. So that's just one of the ideas when you can do single-ended, double-ended. And then, of course, coming into Halloween, this is what I'm really pushing for to get these up and going, is the elf ears that we can do. These guys just clip on just like that. And for Halloween, I can do custom. You can pick the metal that you want. I have silver, gold, bronze, copper. They're all copper. They're all made with copper, and then they're coated. So they all actually have healing property to them, as besides just looking cute. But there you go. If you can check that out. See my elf ears. Do. So you can pick the color metal that you want, and then you can pick the different crystals or stones that you want in it. And then each one of these are custom done, and they are, they fit. So what do we look for? Right now, I'm going to tell you earthangelsheavensent.com. That is going to be the place. The Etsy store, my Etsy store, these are listed. The earrings are listed right now. But if you're wanting custom ones, I only have one pair. So actually, before I even get into that. So if you're interested in wanting a pair of the elf ears, message me, Nina. And if it's that pair, I can hook you up if you want those specific pair. But if you want a customized one, like I said, you can choose the metal. I have silver, gold, and then the bronzy, like antique color. You can pick different crystals and colors that you want in it, and then I just put together the design. They're all shaped like this. They all fit, but just do a little differently with, just same outline, but the crystals would be different depending on what and the color of the ear that you want. Bring these, show you really quick. And then if you want to add, like, so for Halloween, we can customize these to like go with whatever, your outfit's like. Here's a little silver pair. Oops. Here. Here's a little silver pair. And then these guys are the little gold pair. So you can see like the different color, the different texture, the different beads. That's what I mean when you just pick. They're all the same, but a little bit, they're different. Looking for rings. I do. Do I have any rings right now? I only have one. I think one ring right now. But I can do custom stuff too around that if there's a specific thing. But And more to come in the shop. Like as I do those things, this is the beautiful thing. I'm in one space. I'm going to be saving so much time coming into this one space. No worry, Nina. Just message me if you would like a pair and I can customize them, or earthangelsheavensent.com. Even my website right now does have, if you go scroll down the website, it shows my jewelry. You click on that, it'll take you to my Etsy store. The elf ears, I'm pretty sure, are even listed on there right now. Or I know they're in the Etsy store, but they're on the web page too. And then as soon as the link switches over, whenever that happens, they are listed on my webpage right now too. So no worries. Thank you for being here. I know I'm over time, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Moon Butterflies. It's so good to have you here, and happy days. It's so good to see you, sisters. Thank you for being here. I know I really am over today. Okay. I love you guys. I'm going to zip it. earthangelsheavensent.com. Come check me out. I'm super excited. I love you all. I will see you back here tomorrow, where we're going to talk about those oils and the foods. Love you.
The Japanese technique for stress reduction and relaxation that also promotes healing. It is based on the idea that the unseen life force energy flows through us and is what causes us to be alive. If one's life force energy is low, then we are more likely to get sick or feel stressed. And if it is high, we are more capable of being happy and healthy. Reiki is a simple, natural, and safe method of healing and self-improvement that anyone can use. It has been effective in helping virtually every known illness, and it always creates a beneficial effect. Reiki works in conjunction with all other medical or therapeutical techniques to relieve side effects and promote recovery. And because Reiki is all about the energy, it can be done at a distance, allowing you to enjoy a nice, relaxing session safely in the comfort of your own home. Schedule your in-person or distance session today. I look forward to working with you soon. Namaste.